Hello and welcome to Galaxy Gaming Skyblock episode 11, and it's a voiceover! Yeah, I don't know what happened. I lost all the audio from the initial clips, voice and Minecraft. Anyway, I installed a mod called villager info that's telling me that I have villagers and that it is a village and that I can have 22 and I have 10. I can have a golem and I have one. So they should be breeding. You see the hearts, and actually at some point during the recording you can see villager count at 11 and they have bred, and then they stopped again. So I am hoping that when I get more villagers they will, the chances will increase of them breeding. I did enable the trading so I could get my reputation up, because I need villagers for iridium, and yeah, this is the only way. Well, this is it, or zombie villager healing, which I will show you in a moment. I'm preparing for as well, but I'm giving them bread, and they're just not picking it up. And they have bread a few times because after rebuilding the village, I had 5 left. I had a few nitwits that I dropped into the void, but yeah, so they bred again from 5 to 10, and then again they stopped breeding. I don't know what it is. So yeah, 64 bred, I didn't take up anything. He's doing drugs of some kind, I don't know what. But yeah, so I've been trading, and trading is disabled because you can see here 2,500 EMC of coal gets you 12,000, 1,000 EMC of rotten flesh gets you 16,000 of an emerald, etc. So I can understand why it's been disabled, and I don't plan to use this for that. And I've actually been reusing the emeralds to make more trades because I just want them to be happy and breed. So all the trading, it's not been about EMC, it's all been about just doing the trading. But I can understand why the packmaker disabled it. But I don't know why they weren't breeding. This is a valid village. The village info mod tells me so. I even have a golem to prove it. And they are breeding. That's just really, really poorly. Yeah. So I don't know what is up with that. Now, as I said, it is a voiceover, and I need to think what we're going to do next. I think we're going to look at my zombie villager hospital, or well, healing and killing station, I would call it. So I've been capturing a lot of zombie villagers, and I've prepared 16 spots for them to be placed, poisoned and healed. So I also prepared quite a lot of poisons, and yes, we'll be healing. We'll be doing that at some point as well. But oh yes, I also showed this. S-Strength, I think, added a comment that squids that you need for some more. Oh, that's later. So iridium comes only from villagers. I have the requirements. Yeah, this is for squids. So they need, or it's better with flowing water, and they need open sky access. So I adjusted this a bit. And I had a few squids, but they've actually not dropped anything special. But I'm just leaving it as it is right now. It's fine. But that's why there's a fence on top. So yeah, I have the requirements for iridium, and I got cobalt and I got ardite from the nether, which is actually a really good source of MC because those blaze rods are pretty good. So I've been making copper seeds, and I notice here that my sound was still low, but not even knowing that nothing was being recorded. So I'm making another. I was doing this off camera in between episodes to make copper seeds using aluminium essence and aluminium seeds, so that I would get some copper essence before the start of this episode, because I need copper essence for the next year. I also found out that the farmers from Actual Editions only do 5x5 in this pack instead of 9x9. That's a change in the configuration. So I had to add 2 more on the other side of the fields to do the back rows. So this takes a while. It doesn't actually tell me anywhere in the book how much RF it's using. I can't tell from the stands either. They're just full with power. They get more energy than they can use. It just takes a while. But at some point aluminium turns into a copper seed. And yeah, I've also been, of course, killing mobs and getting more experience and killing animals. 186 levels. Now, we're going to do the other seeds in a bit, which requires Botania. I filled the Terrace 2 quest and the mana. I think it was just Terrace 2. Maybe it's also the Lumium quest. I don't know. But I want to make a mana blaster because I can use that to replace my torches with mana lights. And it's quite simple. It's a pulse mana spreader, some wood, maroon TNT, and a diamond. Now I actually don't have a pulse spreader yet, so adding some redstone to a regular spreader makes it a pulse mana spreader, which can be switched on and off with a redstone signal, I believe. I never really use them. So teach it to the system, get our crafting table up, and make a mana blaster. Now this uses mana from your inventory, so yes, we need to make a mana band, but also first we need to make a lens. And that's actually a quest in the Botania chapter, is to make a lens and to make the band of mana as well, the mana band. So the mana band is going to keep our personal supply of mana, and the mana lens is what we're going to use to make a what is it? This is a quest. There's the, is it a flare? It's not a flare lens, it's, no, it's not flare. Come on, it's the other one. Flash one, that's it, thank you. So, glowstone, fire starters, and a lens makes a mana lens flash. And you can actually color it, but I haven't figured out how at this point yet. So, and I also forgot to teach the lens to my system. Now, if you combine, oh yeah, the band, of course. The band is just a mana tablet, which I've been using to fill those 2 mana pools, and some mana steel. Should be fairly simple to do. And yeah. Oh yes, this is where I'm showing the state of the mana pools. They're actually quite full, which is nice. Alright, Band of Mana, which is a quest, but the book probably wants a full band of mana. So actually we should teach it the lens, we should teach it the band, and maybe the blaster. Oh, I guess I forgot that. I might do that later. And yes, we can claim this. The mana band is not recognized because it needs to be full with 500,000 mana. So let's do that. But also, what I want to do is I want to make a dominant augment, because these have been filled, well, by the tablets. They're not really being filled from these other pools, even though they have the sparks on them. But what you can do is add an augment. And you have 4 types of augments. I don't really quite know what dispersive does. Or I know the dominant and recessive. So the dominant one pulls all the mana to itself. It won't share with anybody else. The recessive is quite happily sharing to anybody that wants any. Even if they're dominant or not, it will still give it. So you got, say, the neutral. They will take from recessive and they will give to the dominant. The dominant will only pull and the recessive will only give. And in this case, I want 2 dominant sparks for the portal mana pools. So I need pixie dust, which is a mana pearl, traded with the elves. You can see that if you click. Go on, click. Yes, there it is. Mana pearl through the elven portal gives you pixie dust. So let's get some mana pearl. And let's trade with the elves, happily waiting on the other side of the portal. They got nothing to do but sit there and wait for me to trade. We'll teach this, and then we need 2 because the augments don't have EMC. And I also made 2 fire runes. Actually made more because the quest book took my other runes. 2 mana steel, 2 fire runes, and then we can make 2 augments. And what you have to do is you have to right click the spark with the augment. Because right clicking the pool or right clicking the pylon isn't helping. I really need to click the sparks, so I'm gonna have to break the Natura pylons so that I can access the actual spark. And then it's just a matter of right clicking. Just make sure it only picks up one. I wasn't sure. Yes, there it is. And now you can see the red sign showing that it's done. And you can also see all the mana being pulled towards it. And now it's pulling to both of these. And you can see how quickly they fill up and how quickly these empty. So put the Natura pylons back. And then we can fill our band of mana. Let's not use the one with the chemical catalyst. That one is hardly accessible, so we'll just use this one for now. Let it fill. Meanwhile, let's get a copper seed and some copper essence so we can make the next tier EMC seed. I got pretty good amount of copper essence, you can tell, and I thought it took 4 essence for each. So I'm getting 3 seeds and 12 essence. And then let's head over to the portal again. Right. Oh yes, and we can use compost as well from Actual Editions, and we can get a gold, which is 2000 EMC out of 1 copper seed. I might do that, but you know, even with like 100 seeds, that's only 20,000 EMC, so I don't think we're gonna notice much of that. All right, so 4 essences and a copper seed. We throw that in here, and nothing happens. And nothing happens because we need 5 essences. Okay, so we throw in another essence. And there we get our tin seed, I think it is, right? Yes, tin seed. So we do that again. 1 copper, 5 essence, and we get our second tin seed. So let's grab a bit more and let's plant these. And then from tin to the next tier, I recall bronze, is quite easy. So let's plant these first, start getting... Oh yes, of course, we need more levels. So we need 46 farming, we need 39 gathering. Luckily, I've got plenty of levels stored here in my experience pylon. This is gonna take a couple of dozen levels. Let's see, increase farming. I also, by the way, I got the farming skill for growth, and I think I'm showing that as well. So gathering, 34, a bit more. So yes, 38, 39. Okay, and on farming, I think we're going to show you here that I got the skill for green thumb, which you can see is increasing the growth around me. So I've been standing AFKing on this EMC farm, and you know, just using that to grow them fast. So you can actually see some particles when I'm standing here on those plants. So let's see. Let's get another one. And then I think it's off to Villager Killing City. Okay, so this one is not yet full. Okay, let's throw it into one of these mana pools. They're being filled up pretty quickly anyway. Oh, that's not gonna work, right? Because it's set to pull from the band, not to give to the band. Okay, we'll do the seed. And then let's get the wand from the table, because it's not in here. The wand has EMC, so yeah, I often just drop it back into the transmutation table. Drop in the mana band, let it fill up, which is happening pretty quickly from a full pool, and now it's full and the quest should complete. It doesn't consume, which is very nice. It did consume 4 of all of the basic runes, and it did consume all the terras. So now I can shoot mana bursts from the mana blaster, but now if I combine it with the flash lens, I can right click a block and it will place a light source. Unfortunately, initially it's just green because the mana burst is green, and that's pretty ugly. So yeah, I need to fix that. I need to change that around, and I need to find out how to do that. I don't yet know. So let's break the mana light and put a torch back. And I'll do that later. At least, this is what I'm going to be doing in between, because there's no, I know there's a rainbow lens, but there's no like a black lens or white lens or blue lens, etc. So I wasn't quite sure here, and I'm pretty sure I explain later on in the video how to change that. Okay, let's see where we're going next. I know there's one more seed I need to plant, so let's do that. That's another tin seed, so now we have 3 tin seeds, and we gotta wait for tin to be harvested so we can assign a drawer to it. I got a pretty good amount of most of these essences. It's just gonna take a long time with all of the different tiers. So, I'm honestly waiting to see what's happening next. Isn't this exciting? I know as much as you do, kinda. Oh yes, so I was saying I've been trading back with them, and I got this fishing rod. That's unbreaking one. It only has 1,000 EMC, but it cost like 5 emeralds, so that was probably about 80,000 EMC that I spent on that. But that's fine. Again, it's about my reputation, about the breeding, and trying to keep them happy. And for some reason, it's still not really working. So we got the copper, we got tin. Let's claim that as levels. The next tier is the bronze, and bronze actually not too hard. Let's see, bronze is a tin in a enrichment chamber, so it's actually doable. So I just need a few more tin seeds, and then the next tier from bronze is zinc. We just need a metallurgic infuser with sugar. We can do that as well. And then brass. Now for brass we do need iridium, and for iridium we do need villagers. I keep coming back to that. So tin, let them grow a bit. 0, 4, they're really slow. All of these are really slow. Bone meal is not going to help, and there's no way to tick accelerate in this pack that I'm aware of, except for me standing here with my green thumb skill. So yeah, plenty of gold, because you don't need gold for any of the tiers. Really, you just need the iron and the aluminium and the copper. So tin and bronze you don't need, or sorry, tin and bronze you don't need the essences to make the next tier zinc. All right. So oh yeah, I also put some energy upgrade and speed upgrades into the teens, and I'm also pushing here to the left. Ejector is on, so this one is pushing the compressed essence, and this one is inserting it. So it's automatically going from the machine on the right to the machine on the left. And normally you drop in these upgrades right here, and you see it's quite slow to take them. You can also just shift right click with the upgrade, and it's instant. It's already there. So just a useful tip. And yeah, so this is and I think I got the ratio wrong here. It's 25:4, not 25:1. So I need to get more gold seeds to fix that. And this is where I made a wrong cut, but I have 16 zombie villagers spawned, and 16 transformations later, and almost just as annoying. Alright, let's see if we can get any iridium out of these guys. That's annoying. It's just stuck in the block space of the fence, and I'm not able to hit it. But so far, 15 villagers killed. I got some emeralds, gold, etc., etc. No iridium. So let's do another round. Wow, I just can't believe the amount of derping that's been going on today. Initially, I forgot to record voice, and then I forgot to record killing villagers. I killed about 10 more and only got diamonds and gold. There's one baby here still waiting to grow, and so I can kill it. This is what I got from killing I think it was 26 or so. Not great, and definitely no iridium. Now, my villagers upstairs did breed once. I got 11 now. I gave them more bread, but my reputation is now minus 30. At some point I might even get concerned with the golem if my reputation gets too bad. I don't know, but they're not breeding for now, so I think I'm going to be trading more. I'm also going to be doing more zombie villager healing and villager killing. I thought I was doing this on camera, but apparently I wasn't. Can you get harvested? Thank you. Then I'll move you here. So I've been reorganizing this a bit. Iron, gold, and then this is going to be aluminium, and I might do some aluminium here. I don't need as much gold, because I don't need gold essence to get to the next tier. I do need iron essence to get to the gold tier. I need aluminium essence to get to copper gear, copper essence to get to tin gear. Tin, I don't need the essence, because the recipe... for copper I need, of course, the elven portal, right? Where is it? Copper. Sorry, I need the empower. For tin I need the elven trade. For bronze I just put my tin in my enrichment chamber. I don't need the essences. For zinc I also don't need bronze essence, because zinc is bronze with sugar. Now, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I made bronze and I made zinc, and it actually takes 1,000 sugar. So yeah, that's quite a lot. And yeah, there's like 41 EMC levels, so I'm gonna need more farmland. I might take these 2 patches, make them into farmland. And I am really sorry that this was not done on camera. I really wanted to, but I think some other stuff is going on and it's just distracting me. I do want to get this video out today, and it's not been easy, so I hope you don't mind, and I hope you will stick around for the next episode. I'll look into I'll try to get more iridium from the villagers. I hope I get that done. And then we need this whole where is it? Not silver, brass. We need this whole setup with industrial blast furnace. That's easy, we have one. And we get diamonds, which is cool. But also we need iridium crystals from clean iridium slurry, which requires iridium slurry and water, and requires sulfuric acid from the iridium ore. And this doesn't have EMC. This doesn't have EMC, so I can't even EMC these. Wow. I need to get so many. Okay, I guess I need more than just one iridium ore. I'm thinking I was going to get away with just one iridium ore. I also need sulfuric acid, which is trioxide and water. And this is oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Oh boy, this is going to be some setup. I don't even know if we can do this in one episode. I may do some of it off camera, set up a nice thing over there for mechanism. But it means I'm going to need one iridium. Well, maybe depending on how much slurry I get. I may need a lot more villagers to kill to get all the iridium to get the brass. Because one crystal doesn't tell me here, right, how much clean slurry you need and how much clean slurry you get. So that's going to be an experiment, but none of this as EMC. Alright, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. Next episode, we're going to be looking into that, hoping to start with that. And yeah, I really hope my villagers will continue breeding. Still 11, and I should have room for 22. And I don't see how I can improve this. So, yeah, well, if I don't get iridium, then it may take a while longer before the next episode comes out. But I will do my my best to get them. So I hope you did enjoy this weird derping episode. If you did, then click the like button and see a doctor. And also leave any comments, tips, tricks, questions in the comment section below. And click subscribe button so when I have iridium, you will be notified when that episode is coming out. So, until then, take care and bye bye.